So I like to work in a sketchbook every day. Most of the time it's buildings. Sometimes it's my pottery or my eyes are itchy. But yeah, I don't always watercolour, but I know I should. I need to push myself. Like I say, I do it every day. I do watercolour most days. I used to watercolour every day until I kind of got a real feel for it. So this is from yesterday, and this is Fleetwood Road North in Thornton. And if we turn around to the other side of the street, I'm going to do our next building, 249. It's just how many days I've been going in a row. You don't have to draw every day, but I find if I don't force myself to draw every day, it has in the past gone years between drawing, and I don't want that to happen. I am working at improving. I prefer working with music on, but obviously, as I'm filming this for YouTube, can't just have my regular music on. It's one of those things that's always put me off. Doing things for social media is the fact that I like to listen to music, and I like to listen to it very loud. Much to the upset of my own children sometimes. One of my sons will come in my office and say, "Why are you playing that music so loud?" So I can concentrate. Thank you. I guess, well, at art school, for the 1 year I went to art school, I was an art school dropout, so I went for 1 year, and I went to design school, where I did ceramic design. And in art school, we weren't allowed music on at all, but there were always people talking and always noise. When I went to design school, there's always a radio playing. There were always people chatting away. It's easier to work with noise for me, because that's how I learned to get into the flow state as a student. This is a Trinity Hospice and Brian House charity shop, Fleetwood Road North. Trinity Hospice looked after my grandmother when she was dying a few years ago. I have a range. I have a print that you can buy that is of the painting that I did in memory of my grandmother, which is a local ice cream shop here in coastal Lancashire. Very much from the coast. even though I wasn't born here. We moved here when I was very young, and it's all I can remember. I don't like being away from the West Coast. It feels normal to be here. I don't travel well, so although I haven't been many places, I do often use Street View to travel the world. I'm quite happy. I like it around here. Although I have realised recently, as I've done a lot of paintings on the south coast, that I am very much like a yokel. Quite a small town near Blackpool, but definitely not Sandgrove. What was my point? Oh yeah, that sometimes we can just be satisfied with where we are. And that's alright. I don't know. There's always been that expectation that you would travel, but like I say, I like it here. I've travelled to Cornwall. I've been abroad a few times with work, but that was to kind of a Basel area of the world, for the Vitra Design Museum. And taking design technology students over there. Although my style isn't design and technology. I worked in design technology for 4 years. Worked on a laser cutter every day. Did not like it. The noise, the smell. After a while, burnt plastic and wood really starts to irritate. I'm a potter by trade. Did ceramic design at uni. Once upon a time, when we were looking for somewhere to live, and we were looking at buying a house, this is almost out of ink. Nope. When we were looking for a place to buy, this place above the shop was quite affordable. Didn't go for it in the end though, because this is on the main road between Fleetwood and the road that way goes to Fleetwood, and the road this way goes to the rest of Thornton, and that way goes to Cleveleys. And is busy. I was saying that my parents live near here. Now, it isn't at the time. So, to keep this building in focus, I'll tend to drop some splashes either side to kind of narrow things in a little bit from my perspective. I tend to work quite quickly, quite directly. The speed you see me going at today is pretty much how I'll always work in my sketchbook. Even if I'm out and about, I'll tend to work it quite quickly. After dripping that ink all over me, it's actually coming out on the paper a lot better. Like I say, I would really like something a little bit broader when it comes to the pen, but I've yet to work out what that is. I quite like dip pens. I do have quite a few. I've even got dip pens that I've made myself. The only issue is when you work in any sketchbook, you're always having to redip the pen, and I'm lazy, so but they've got nice scratch them when you work. Right. So now with my slightly messy hand, I will tend to prefer, although I've got quite a few different watercolour brushes, and these are about the same length. This one's from Art Discount, this one, and it's a lot broader. This one's narrower and comes to a much nicer point. I quite like the worn out nature because they don't drop the paint consistently. That kind of works for me. So for today I'll use my smaller. And we're not being precious. We're working even faster. Don't have to stay in the lines. This isn't a colouring in book. Okay. That's got much more red roof back there. And these aren't quite as red, so we'll add a little bit of blue. I forgot to mark that on there. From there across. Yeah. Like I say, we're not being precious. This is just fun. Painting a sketchbook. If we make mistakes, it's fine. Okay, that's grey. When it comes to writing, a lot of times you just want to suggest it, you don't want to write it out. So from that red, add some of that red to the blue, add a bit more blue. We kind of want grey for those roofs. And we can probably do the same for this one. There we go. We've also got grey here, because that's how the building's painted. Because this used to be a shop, there's kind of more of a yellow marking there, and then the rest is also grey. Some highlights, bob in some red, and red here for this side too. This building here is more of a pebble dash, but we don't want to draw too much attention to it, so we're just going to have a muted version of that red from before. We've got a purple there. Just got purple in this bit. Just some bits. A little bit of blue in. For looking inside windows, generally just want it as dark as possible. So some burnt sienna and some blue. I'll give us almost a black. I'll give us a neutralised colour anyways. I'll drop that same colour in the side. And we need that door as well. This door is black. I don't have a black because I would rather mix it because you can get more of control. This is yellow, but I tend to find yellow. This is white. I tend to find you just want the briefest hint of colour. Because leaving the white page there is boring. So as you can see, we've got most of the colours laid down. Now black colour will just add some more water too. That's our clouds. And then to darken the green, we'll just add a bit of red. So here. To add green there. I was getting this for the road. There we go at the bottom. We just want that green to be a bit more yellowy. And then a bit more blue. So this one. Like I say, we're not being precious, we're just playing and exploring, and yeah. So, our light is mostly coming from up here. Which means that the shade's coming from this side, so we just want to darken anything up the side and put in a shadow like that. And here like that. There we go. I'm going to put that drain pipe in, just because. And that's kind of it for playing with Sketchbook. It's still bright, it's still colourful, and we've just got subtle shades to kind of bring this building into view. If I were to do this again, I'd probably shrink it up a bit more, squash it down, so you can start to see the houses on this side. And perhaps a bit more of the street. Yeah. So it'd be kind of like that. But otherwise, quite like it. I'm done. Thanks for watching. See you next time.